What's going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to the latest episode, the newest episode here of Road to Glory with Myles Marvel, episode 32. And today we're just coming off the bye week in week 3, and of course now we're back here for week 4, getting ready to go on the road against Kansas State. Yes, we're going to Aggieville in Manhattan, Kansas, and we're going to be taking on the 0-1 Kansas State Wildcats, as they had a loss last week against a ranked Tennessee, losing that game 35-27 at home. Chambers, the K-State quarterback, was 8 of 9 in that game, only 193 yards. He had 4 carries for a total of 2 touchdowns, 1 through the air and I believe 1 through the ground as well. And of course, Tennessee is ranked number 22nd in the nation right now. And of course, for us, we had a bye week last week, and of course, it was nice to have that. Of course, we take on the Wildcats in a very pretty decent game. Of course, Myles Marvel, of course, the guy that we're talking about in this series, 31-38, 444 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has now 6 touchdowns for the season, as well as an interception. This was his 4th in that game. Of course, he had 24 carries for 89 yards. He had 2 rushing touchdowns in that game, and of course, a fumble against the Wildcats. And since then, we're hoping that with that week off, we can come back and bounce back to get another victory here. Of course, ranked in right now in the Big 10, or just say in the Big 12, you got Kansas State at the very bottom there, starting off the season. Not probably in the position they would like to be in right now. And there you see right now in 10th place in the Big 12. Of course, they have a 95 overall or 90 overall rating. They're 95 offense and an 87 offense. So we're hoping we'll take advantage of that offense or that defensive ranking they have right now. But their offense is pretty strong, so they will be able to compete with us and be able to go down the field and pretty much march down the field for the most part here. Of course, there you see the Heisman watch, and of course Marvel won it last season. We're trying to see if we can have him be one of our back-to-back people, back-to-back, Heisman Trophy winners here. I don't think I've ever done that in a Road to Glory of any kind, so it'll definitely be a first for us. But we'll have to see. Of course, for us to do that, we have to play pretty much a perfect game here today, and not to get in any trouble in the passing game. Of course, try to get some touchdowns as well. As we see here, we'll start at 1st and 10, hand off to Moore, and he'll run this one for a short gain of about 2 yards on that play, which will make it a now we'll see it now like 3rd and 8. So now 3rd and 8 coming up here for the UTSA Roadrunners, as Marvel here drops back in the pocket, throws this one up there. That's going to go to Fisher, and a great catch there from Fisher as he gets down to midfield for a 24-yard reception. That'll be his first catch of the day. We'll see if the Roadrunners can keep going with this drive here. So far, they're looking pretty sharp. As Marvel now runs out of this one here out of the pocket, he's going to slide. And he's going to get a gain of 8 on that run, as we're trying to utilize the running game a little bit more here to help him out, so he's not so much worried about passing here, as we do need some rushing yards as well. Of course, this is Road to Glory, and about this pretty much this. If you've ever played this before, the coaches don't do a great job of play calling here, so sometimes you have to kind of maneuver around that and kind of cheese the system where you have to use your quarterback a lot to run. As you would hope that you could be able to use a whole playbook in this game, but they only give you they give you a play, and then you go from there. At this point here in our career, we can change the play on the fly if we want to. He gets a nice catch there. That's going to get him to near the 45, as that's a 24-yard reception. But I would love to run the ball a little bit more here. Hopefully in the next iteration of college football, which should be coming out next summer, hopefully they've brought back Road to Glory, and if they have, hopefully you can be able to open up the playbook a little bit more. Hopefully the intelligence of the coaches, as you see Peterson gets down the field with a 56-yard touchdown. Nice job there as he gets into the end zone. And UTSA is on the board to kick this one off. Nice drive here. Look at this. Great throw here. Watch Marvel just looking down the field. Finds his tight end. And he's able to make a nice connection there to get him his tight end to the end zone there great play there for Peterson. Nice job as we get the first points of the day. Lead is now 7-0. Now 7-7. K-State actually comes back, and they actually, with their offense, like I said, 95 overall, or 95 offense. They were able to move down the field here pretty quickly. I see Marvel here now launch this one down the field there to Kelly, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. No good there on that one. And it'll be a 2nd and 10 coming up. But like I said, in the hopefully new iteration of the college football game, hopefully the coaches are a little more intelligent, and Road to Glory will actually run the ball when they need to, like you see here more. Gets that call there, you know, especially when the short distance, like a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. You know, it makes sense, like, hey, you run the ball in this situation, and not necessarily always, but, you know, for the most part here. But hopefully you can be able to call, you know, to have the, you know, once you get maybe more coaches, you know, respect from the coach and more leeway. Hopefully the coach will let you call plays on the fly, so you can say, okay, in this situation I want to run, you know, have a set of running plays, or have a, you know, play action plays, or whatever it may be. Whatever situation you have, like 3 to 4 plays that you can run in, you know, a passing option, running, so on and so forth. So you're not running the same plays, because this game tends to have you run the same plays over and over again. It's like, yeah, this is not not fun at all. As you see there, nice job as that bat that one away. And we'll be forced to, of course, kick the field goal, or have to punt the ball. Now, we'll get the ball back here in a great position as K-State actually coughs up the football. So now 1st and 10 on their side of the 50. Marvel's going to go ahead and run this one down the field here. He's going to be smart and going to slide. And so he gets a gain of 7 on that play. Just 40 seconds left here in this first quarter, as they're trying to see if they can score at least one more touchdown here before the half, or excuse me, before the end of the quarter. And that does look like that's going to be the case here, as Marvel shut down pretty quickly there by Arthur Ryan, who gets a nice tackle for loss as well as a sack on that play. So still 7-7. We'll flip the field here now. 1st and 10. UTSA still has the football. Marvel here drops back in the pocket. A blitz coming up there. Marvel is smart about running that one, getting that away from the defender, and that ball's going to be fumbled, but it's going to be fumbled out of bounds, and it's still going to be a UTSA ball, as it's still a now a 1st and 10 here for Myles Marvel. And of course, like I said, we're going to follow Myles as long as we can here in this series, depending on how well he does. Especially if he does win the Heisman, you know, we're definitely going to try to move him into maybe. I'm probably going to bring him into the Madden game, this year's Madden game. Madden 23, so he'll be in a draft class there, and of course you guys can you know, draft if you want to. He'll be a part of a draft class at some point, but we'll continue his career as in some iteration of some sort down the line here. It doesn't matter if it's Madden or later on in the summer, or early fall with Maximum Football coming out. We can have him in that as well. So he'll be at some kind of iteration or some kind of version of having his own professional series, like we have been with other players that we had from other series as well, when we had Road to Glory in the past. But Ernie Harris gets a nice catch there for a gain of 12. And so far, this has been a kind of we have had a stalled drive already. And like I said, K-State defense doing a pretty good job here. I'm surprised they have not scored more upon us. As Marvel now runs this one outside here. He's going to be smart and slide there at the 45-yard line in K-State territory. Wildcats, like I said, doing a good job here defensively here. We haven't really just molded them over as I was just kind of assuming that we were going to do. But they've been doing pretty good here. Pinning their ears back, making some good plays here. And, of course, getting after a quarterback as well, as they know that this quarterback, of course, Heisman Trophy winner last year, looking to possibly win a Heisman again. Goodman cannot get that catch. That's going to be a draw ball, as it's going to be now a 2nd and 10 coming up. But they know this quarterback is capable of what he can do on the field here, and they're doing a great job here as they're at 46 defense. Marvel now scrambling around here. He's trying to get away from the defender. Just does a great job there avoiding the shoe tackle. And that's going to be, or I should say, a shoestring tackle there. But it does get out of bounds. Now 3rd and 6 coming up. We'll see if they can get this one near the 20-yard line to get the first down. Marvel here throws that one up there. That's going to be caught by Harris. Harris is going to put his head down and going to make a nice play as he gets a gain of 7. And that's going to be enough there to get the first down and able to continue to move the chain. So far, doing a great job here, having the chain gang move in this situation. It's Marvel now here, calls an audible here to, it looks like a route change. And up the middle there to Goodman. Goodman gets a great catch there on that slant pass. And that's going to be another 1st and 10. As Kenyon Goodman here has, he's got a nice school record there. So congratulations there for him. As I believe he cracks open another record here in the record books for the school. As we see Myles Marvel gets into the end zone there. Touchdown, UTSA. As they are on the board here now, leading by a possession here now, 14-7. Minute 23 left here before we get to the end of the first half. Marvel here drops back in the pocket, throws that one up there. That one almost gets taken away there by Latimer, as he almost took that one away for a pick. But unfortunately, not good hands by him. As now, let's see if we can get down the field here. We got to be a little more smart here with the passing. As Marvel's going to get hit as he's trying to throw that one there. Nice job there, coming in that blitz there, and not getting much time. So we force the punt. Now we get good field position here after K-State does some kind of weird blunder, and they give us a really short field here as Marvel gets down the field and trying to get into the end zone, trying to call his own number instead, and cannot get that one into the end zone. So now we'll see a 2nd and goal coming up. Just 52 seconds left here before we get to the half. And like I said, K-State defense is starting to show why they're not, why they're 87th ranked overall here in their defense. As see now, we'll see Marvel again call his number again, and they'll call a quick timeout. UTSA has 1 timeout remaining. K-State has all 3. And of course, 49 seconds left here. We'll see quick pass there to West as he gets a gain of 5, and that's going to put a 4th and goal coming up here for the Roadrunners. And we'll see what they'll try to do. So they're going to go ahead and go for it here on 4th and goal. We'll see what they're going to call. And it's Marvel here, taking his time here, using the clock, of course, against K-State. And he's trying to put a little much time as he can, and just in case happen to be a turnover of some sort, or whatever the case may be, just trying to get close enough to the end of the half. And see this one ran to Moore. He should have went inside. There was a hole right there, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And there's 4 seconds left here for Kansas State. Not much they can do there in the first half, and that's what it's going to end at a 14-7 ball game. K-State will come back, open up the game with a nice touchdown, as they'll tie this up for now 14-all. And now Harris trying to say, hey, we're going to break up this tie. As we had a nice 1-possession lead over you guys. We need to get it back. So 14-14 here. They're moving again. The ball through the air pretty well. Myles runs off to the right-hand side, looking down the field here, looking for a deep pass. Finds West there. That one's going to get to West. West has nothing but one defender get in front of, or get around there. That's in front of him. As he makes another great catch, another great run. As he is going to go ahead and he's going to break Kenyon Goodman's record. As these guys are just breaking records back to back here. And I don't know if it's the same record or not, but it looks like Kenyon's record from last season. As Marvel is going to go in for the touchdown, runs that one in there. I don't know if the referee's going to call a late flag on that, but that was a dirty hit as he goes in there as he gets his 16th rushing touchdown for his career. Now 1st and 10 here, 21-14 as we get the ball back. Again, Kansas State just coughing the ball up and giving us great field position here. As Steve Holland there will make a nice stop there, and so get a loss there. I'll tell you a lot. Talk of a loss there on Moore. 2nd and 11 coming up. We'll see if Marvel here can throw this one up there to his receiver, and he does. That's a nice reception for the first, or just short of the first actually. Going now to a 3rd and inches, and we'll see Harris there gets a catch, a nice job, as he gets a gain of 11 on the play. And that'll be now 1st and 10 for UTSA. Hope you guys enjoy this series. It's, like I said, it's been a fun time playing this particular series as well. Of course, this series comes up every Friday here on ESGNet. As Marvel there loses 3 on that play, as Beck does a great job there making a stop. Of course, there are our social medias down below there in the corner there. You definitely go check us out. Social media. Let you guys, that's the best place where you guys can find out what's going on. And of course, when the videos happen to be uploaded to the channel. Second and goal coming up. A nice pass there to Harris, and Harris tries to extend his arm out to get the ball into the end zone there, but he's going to be short again. So now third and goal coming up with 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Marvel's going to try for this again, and this time they're going to go for an option here as he gets in there. Nice run from Marvel as he gets another rushing touchdown here. Nice job there from Myles Marvel as they lead now 2 possessions here, 28-14. So nice play here as Kansas State doesn't do anything with their drive. We'll see what we can do with ours. As Goodman had it in his hands but drops it, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. Goodman needs to definitely get some work with the juggler machine, or just get some stick him there, because he's had some great passes right to him, and he just cannot hold on to him. Second and 10 as Marvel now scrums off the right-hand side, looking down the field here. He's going to get out of bounds. Going to be smart as he's going to get a gain of 6 on that play. We go now to a third and 4 coming up with just 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. And Marvel here drops back in the pocket, scrambles off to the right-hand side again. Great block, going down the field here, fighting for that extra yardage, showing the determination he has. Help his team get a win here and try to get a solid win. Nice run there from Marvel as he's near the other side of the 50 here in K-State territory with 1:40 left here in the third quarter. As a handoff there to Moore. Moore's going to run this one off to the left-hand side, and he's going to get another nice. He's going to get a decent carry there, even though he hasn't been running too well here. He's a decent runner. We just got to get him some help. We got to get some better linemen there to help us out. Open those holes, but there are times where Moore's kind of dumb, kind of dim-witted on the run. And like I said, the AI for this game, for the running backs, when it comes to Road to Glory, is not that great unless you're playing as the halfback. Minute left here in the third quarter, and so officially a first and 10 coming up. It's a play action from Marvel. Marvel looking down the field, up the middle there, and that's going to be Haynes there. As Haynes is going to try to take this back for a pick 6, but he's going to be stopped, as that's going to be the first turnover in the game from K-State. As, of course, we've got 4 turnovers on K-State's offense. Now that's our first interception of the day here from Myles Marvel. As well for first and 10 here on the play. Of course, K-State does take that turnover and turn it to points. They get it 28-21. As Moore there loses a yard. Second and 11 coming up. Fisher Goodman on the far left, or excuse me, on the far right there. Or they're right behind Marvel. As Marvel again drops back in the pocket. Goes, fires this one. Nice crow route there from Goodman. And that's going to be enough there for the first down. 5:40 left here in the fourth quarter. Up by 7. Marvel here looking down the field, looking for a big pass here. He's going to find it. Goodman there as he gets this one there. He's going to be stopped at the 34-yard line for the huge first down for the Roadrunners. Roadrunners trying to get another score here before this game is over with. Just trying to put at least a 2-possession cushion in between them and the Kansas State Wildcats. As Marvel again rolls out here. He can't find nobody there. He's going to get lit in the backfield. Loss of 3. As he just really didn't have the blocking he needed as he was trying to go up the field. Defense did a great job there, just kind of hanging around there and playing some zone defense. Third and 4 coming up. Third and 13. Marvel here scrambles there, fires this one. That's going to go to Harris. Harris, big time Harris, gets a nice catch, as that's going to be a big catch of 20 yards. Puts him at 90 yards for the day on 6 catches. Another first and 10 coming up here from Marvel in the walk, from Marvel and the Roadrunners. And Marvel again drops back in the pocket, fires this one there to Moore, and that's going to be Lee Moore He will get the catch. That'll be his first catch of the day, as he's the backup tight end there. And so we'll get 2 yards on that reception. Now 2nd and 8 coming up. We'll see if we can continue this and try to get into the end zone here today. And so we'll see Marvel here, drops back in the pocket, looks back here, looks up, fires this one to Goodman, and Goodman's going to be catch that ball. 15-yard reception. He has now over 100 yards for the day, and he just catches that one right near the 2-yard line, just short of getting inside the end zone. And now we'll see if they can try to finish this one off here. And I wouldn't be surprised if we decide to go back to the running game here today, as we'll see 1st and goal coming up here with 3:20 left in the final quarter here in today's game. We'll see if we can button this up with a nice little bow here with a touchdown, as we're just taking their time here with using the play clock. And as Moore gets into the end zone there, touchdown UTSA, as they take a nice lead here, 35-21. We get the ball back here as we get another good field position here coming up, again from K-State. And we'll see a run there, and that's going to be Marcus Moore who gets that one for a gain of 3. K-State used their first timeout here, trying to slow down us in this situation, at least try to see if they can get the ball back. But in this case, if we can play smart here, we can hold on to the football here and play some keep away. As Moore here runs this one again, he will stumble and tumble into a 1st down on that play as he gets to the 30. 1st and 10 coming up as K-State burns another timeout. 1 timeout remaining for the Wildcats, as it looks like this could be it, as we run this one here and we can force them to take another timeout and then pretty much have control of the clock. As we'll hand this one off there to Moore again. Moore, a nice run there for him as he gets a 5-yard gain, and Kansas State will burn their last timeout. So all we need now is just get this one inside the 20, and we can pretty much control the clock with a new set of downs here on this 2nd and 5 here coming up. So we'll take our time here, and Marvel, I think, playing some mind games here with him as Moore hands this one, give this one a handoff to Moore. He'll run this one. That's a huge gain of 6 yards on the carry, and that's going to put us over the 2-minute mark here. So now what we're doing now here is just taking our time and just trying to figure out what we can do, and of course just milk the clock as much as possible here, as Marvel here has more in the backfield there, and just going to take their time. Marvel's actually going to go ahead and try it. He's going to throw this one instead. That one's going to get thrown up. Oh, Tom's almost had that one, so not a good call there, as they should go back to the running game here. They need to just milk this clock and just get it over with here, as Moore's going to run this one there for a 1-yard carry. And again, it's going to be a 3rd and 9 coming up here. They still have control of the clock. Not much K-State can do here is just pretty much have their defense just try to make a stop here and make sure they can keep this game at where it's at with the 2-possession lead between the 2 of them and not let it extend anymore, as there's just close to about a minute left here in this ball game. Here on 3rd and 9 coming up. And again, handoff there to Moore, and he's going to run this one. He's going to get about 5 yards on that carry, and that should be it right there. As your final score is 35-21. UTSA picks up a nice win here today. Nice victory here, as we are now looking at to being what 2-0. 2-0 for the season, I think. I can't remember. 3-0 now. 3-0 for the season now. So. Yeah, 3 weeks for, no, we played 3 games in 4 weeks. So, yeah, 3-0 for the season. And there you see Myles Marvel, your player of the game, 22 of 37 for the day for him, as he threw over 350 yards, had a touchdown, as well as an interception, his 5th of the season for his interception. He has now 7 touchdowns for the year. And then on the ground, a nice day for him, 19 carries for 61 yards, 3 touchdowns. He has now 5 rushing touchdowns. I should say he had 3 rushing touchdowns for the day, but he has now a total of 5 for the season. So looking pretty good there. And overall, just a great victory there against Kansas State. So that should help us out here. And hopefully, with a win like this against a top-notch team like Kansas State, they're not playing top-notch right now, but definitely are a known for their football teams. we definitely should be considered here. Maybe a ranking next week. Hopefully we'll get some help from some coaches with the impressive win and victory we had today. Not big numbers for Marvel, not multiple touchdown passes there today, but nonetheless, here he had a great day on the ground. Like I said, 19 of 61, 3 touchdowns from him. And of course, he did have that fumble, but he is still considered one of the top contenders for the Heisman, even though he won the Heisman last year. We'll see if he can continue putting up some numbers here as we're just starting to kind of get warmed up. But we'll be back. We actually have one more game coming up here, as we'll be playing against the Lobos coming up in the next episode 33. We'll play against them and see how well we do. And then we'll be at Tulsa coming up the week after, which will be the first game to open up the Conference USA schedule for the season. But there you see, look at the rest of the numbers there defensively there. Great day there. Lawrence had 5 tackles. He had actually interception as well. There you see our top tackles for loss, and you see Carter. He had 1 sack. And then, like I said, Herring, Lawrence, and Bryant all had an interception. So, like I said, our defense did a great job there. We picked the ball off pretty well. They gave us great field position there to help us out. And I think that was one of the biggest things that helped us with the win. Andy Chambers, not a great day there for him. Even though he had 3 passing touchdowns, he had 3 interceptions, 1 sack, 289 yards, and he was 20 for 47, only completing 42% of his passes. On the ground, he was 3 for 18. Young, 5 for 17 for the day on the ground. Looks like our rushing defense was just superb, and we did a great job there of stopping them. But Joel Moore, he had a touchdown there. He almost had 70 yards for the day through the air. Malone had almost 80 yards for the day for 4 catches for no touchdown. And then Young and Spence both had a touchdown as well. Young had 80 yards, a little over 80 yards, 3 catches, 81 yards to be exact. So good day for him, but quarterback-wise, just could not. The turnovers were just killing them there. I think that's what a reason why they just could not keep up with us in the game. And of course, we took advantage of those turnovers by taking the ball, just giving us a great field position there, and just taking advantage of it and scoring points of our own. So that pretty much key. Our defense, like I said, did a great job here. Hopefully, we can do the same thing coming up as we get ready for the game against the Lobos, which that'll be, I think it's a home game. We'll be at home back in San Antonio for that one, and hopefully we can play the same way as we did here against Kansas State. But week to week, I guess this was a nice way of us after that tough game that we had against Arizona. We were able to come back, take off a week, and then come back pretty strong there. Usually a week off, you you're not as I don't know what the word is. You're not ready. You're focused, but you're not really all there, and you're trying to get back in the motion of things because you haven't played it for a week. But it looks like we're pretty on the top notch and ready to go. So hopefully we'll do that same thing against the Lobos. Lobos, I believe, are 2-0 for the season, and they are number 2 in the Mountain West division. In the Mountain Division there. So we'll see what we can do against the Lobos. Like I said, they got an undefeated record right now, 2-0. We'll take our 3-0 record out there at home, actually. We'll host them, and we'll see what we do there at home in San Antonio against the Lobos. That's it for this episode. If you guys did enjoy today's episode of Road to Glory here with Myles Morrow, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification as well, so you guys will be notified when this series or any other series happens to drop. Remember, this series comes out on every Friday here on ESGNet. As always, guys, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time.